So my mother called today and she was like, so I found myself in this pumpkin carving contest. And I was like, will children be there? She goes, yes, it's a whole family oriented event, but I fear that the children are going to be the deciding vote. She then goes, I need your help to come up with an idea to win over the children. Mom. Not only are you gonna win over the children with my idea, but you're gonna win over every single young adult too. Let me show you how to turn this pumpkin into Derpy Tiger. So I got this most basic pumpkin carving kit. I think this was less than $6 from Walmart. The last time I carved a pumpkin was 6 years ago. Okay, scoopy scoop. Brains. Pumpkin brains. Okay, now that's all cleaned out, we are going to cut out the face. There are a lot of Derpy Tiger stencils on Etsy and the internet that you can buy, but I wanted something so basic. So I created this stencil to help me cut out the face. And this is definitely a trust the process kind of pumpkin, because looking at how this is as I'm cutting everything out, it doesn't really look like Derpy Tiger yet. We're going to paint the pumpkin. We are starting off with some Mod Podge. We're gonna cover the pumpkin with Mod Podge, and this is a matte Mod Podge. What in the bird poop is this? It's not bird poop, it's just part of the pumpkin. Thank God. So the sealant is finally dry on the pumpkin. Now we have to paint it blue. This is just your typical acrylic craft paint. I'm using the bright blue color. This is perfect. And it covers up the stuff that looks like bird poop. Now I'm gonna use this acrylic marker. You could use a permanent marker and this pool blue paint and try to make the details of Derpy Tiger's face. I am not an artist in any way, and this caused me a lot of anxiety. But I didn't mess up. But had I messed up, I could have just painted over it and started all over. One of the things I had to keep telling myself is that it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be recognizable as Derpy Tiger. And we don't need everything to be symmetrical. They just need to look somewhat similar. I don't have a symmetrical face. Derpy Tiger doesn't need a symmetrical face. I just need to draw some blue eyeshadow. I do that every morning. I put eyeshadow on my face and fill in my eyebrows. So we're just doing that right now with Derpy Tiger. Let's work on the eyes while the paint dries. So here are the eyes. I just use acrylic markers to paint like the pupils in the middle and like the orange details on the outside. And there's the eyes. I 3D printed Sussy Magpie to put on top like this. I also have some ears that I forgot to grab, and I have teeth that I want to put in his mouth like this. I'm using this really strong super glue to put earring backings on the teeth so I can stick it right into the pumpkin. Here's my Derpy Tiger pumpkin. I love him so much. And little Sussy Magpie here on top. I think it turned out perfectly. Now, if you want to recreate Derpy Tiger and you don't have access to 3D printed ears or 3D printed teeth, there are other ways to accomplish this look. For the teeth, you can use any kind of clay, like a polymer oven baked clay or an air dry EVA foam clay, and then stick some toothpicks into the teeth to put them into the pumpkin, and it'll turn out just fine. For the ears, you can use paper, you can use cardboard, you can use craft foam that you can get in blue and pink and just fold it and put the ears on there. For the Sussy Magpie, I've seen other creators like take a skeleton bird that they've gotten from like Michael's or Spirit Halloween and make a cute little hat to show that it's Sussy Bird on top of Derpy Tiger. If you've made it this far and you're not my mom, please write in the comments, good luck mom, to hype her up for her pumpkin carving contest. Don't you think this is a winning pumpkin? And that is it for today. Whether you're a longtime viewer or you're just stopping by to see my Derpy Tiger pumpkin, I am so glad that you're here. If you had a good time, feel free to subscribe. I post once a week and there's always more to come. Thank you for spending a little part of your day with me, and I'll see you in the next one.